Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Reading from Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter number 2, text number 10 and 11 today. Tam uvacha Rishikesha prahasanniva bharata senayor ubayor madhye vishidandam idam vacha. So here Sanjay is telling to Dhritarashtra, O descendant of Bharata, Tan uvacha Rishikesha prahasan. Lord Sri Krishna, after hearing the petitions and complaints or reports, whatever, began to smile at Arjuna. Then later he concealed his smile. The smile, the indication of the smile is how foolish this person is. He is also a Veda Paraga, studied Vedas, scriptures, Upanishads, but still he is acting like an utter ignorant person. So the Lord was actually smiling internally. Then Senayor Ubayor Madhye, between the two militaries, all these people were watching. Bhagavad Gita hasn't started yet. They were all wondering why these guys were talking each other for a long time. They were actually bored, probably. Vishidandam idam vaja. The Supreme Lord, by smiling, here the smiling is very important. Krishna's every actions, every expressions are very beautiful. Krishna's body is transcendental body. Deha dehi vibhagoyam. There is no difference between his soul and his body. The body is the soul, soul is the body. But we have that difference. We are not this body, we live in this body. So when the time is over, then we vacate this body and take another body. 8,400,000 of living species are there, the bodies are there. So we take, according to our karma, one of those forms. But Krishna does not change his body. Therefore, everything of the Supreme Lord is very beautiful and enchanting to everyone. We could see that when Mahabharata was started, there were so many soldiers who never had seen Lord Sri Krishna. So they all could have an opportunity to see the Lord on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. So when they saw the Supreme Lord, they stopped fighting and taking advantage of their stopping. The enemy had taken advantage and stabbed them and killed them. They stopped because the Supreme Lord, sitting on a fine chariot yoked by wonderful horses, and seeing his beautiful smiling face always, they surprised. This is Krishna. We have only heard Krishna has descended in the Yadu dynasty. Now we are seeing. And many people whose heart were so innocent, soft and clean, they stopped the war and began to stare at him. And the enemies were cruel naturally, and they killed them. Srimad Bhagavatam says, those who die on the battlefield, they definitely transferred to the heavenly planet. But these devotees who appreciated within the heart the beauty of the Lord, this Shama cloud, the turban decorated with jewels and peacock feather, holding a flute and driving the chariot and having this war attire, and ever excellent Pidambara was always there, and having a garland as well. And that Supreme Lord was really intensively appreciated by some of the soldiers. And they were so happy to see him, because when you see Krishna, then your face becomes so happy. Because that is the nature of the Supreme Lord, to give pleasure to his devotees. And these people untimely, carelessly left the world. because they were careless or concentrating on the war, an enemy is killed. And those devotees were directly transferred to Vaikuntha planet. Those who even last moment appreciated the form of the Lord. This is what Krishna is. Therefore, in the Brahma Samhita it is said, Preman jana churida bhakti vilojanena. Preman jana churida. The kajal decorates the eyes of the girls or women. So it actually beautifies their beauty. Similarly, Preman jana churida bhakti vilojanena. One has to decorate their bhakti, beautify feelings, bhava for Lord Sri Krishna. That is their anjana. Anjana means that kajal. Premanjana. Churida means decorated with love, pulp of love, just like a mango pulp, right? You have heard that. So, pulp of love. Premanjana churida bhakti vilojana. The bhakti has to be with love for the Lord. Like last moment, these people recognized the personality of Godhead and transported to the spiritual world. Sandha sadaiva hridayeshu vilogayandi. The devotees always keep Krishna in their heart. Sadaiva hridayeshu vilogayandi. What they keep? Yam Shama Sundaram, the form of Lord Shama Sundar, Lord Sri Krishna, in their core of the heart. Whatever they may be doing, but they are always thinking about Krishna within. Either thinking about his service, how can I do better service for the Lord? Better and better and better. In that way, also thinking. Sometimes they think because of separation from Krishna. When will that day come when I can see Krishna face to face? In that way, in that separation, the mood of separation, they are always restless within the heart. Premanjana churida bhakti vilojanena sandha sadaiva hridayeshu vilogayandi. Yam Shama Sundaram Achindya Gunaswarubam. Achindya means inconceivable guna, qualities, and swarupa and rupa, form of the Lord. That is Lord's swarupa, beauty. So his beauty is not compared to anything. Maximum, a blue lotus blooms on Purnima day. That is the only extent we can go to compare Krishna's beauty, because we haven't seen anything in this material world except the blue lotus. That comparison Shastra had also given to us. But actually, Krishna is most beautiful. And these people have seen that beauty many soul years. So here, smiling in front of Arjuna, the Lord began to speak. What is that? Ashochan anvashochasto pragyavadamsha bhashase gadasuna gadasumcha nanu sochanti pandita. Sri Bhagavan Vaja, second time the Lord is talking. From here onwards, Krishna will be continue to speak. Then and there, Arjuna may ask questions, clearing his doubt because he didn't understand certain things. Then Arjuna Vaja comes in between. Then Krishna again, Bhagavan Vaja, start replying him. So here, Ashochan and Vashochastam. Ashochan means that is not worthy of grief, but you are crying on. Anvashochastam pragyavadamsha bhashase gadasuna gadasumcha nanu sochanti pandita. Although you are talking like a big pandita, scholarly person, because you have been giving me the knowledge so far, nanu sochanti pandita, right? So you are mourning on something that has no value, which is the body. Vadamsha means arguing, speaking is like a scholar. Pragya Vadamsha. Bhashasi. And Pandita. Pandita means is a scholar again, and that doesn't suit to that scholarly person. Why? Because a scholarly person never mourn for the dead, and he is always conscious about the living. Now we can see there is a dead body and living body. The dead body we may keep for some time. The person will come back to the life, come back to the life, come back to the life. It never comes back to the life. Just like our great grandpas and grandsires, when die, we cry out of attachment for the soul actually. But we cry because that person left that body, and body is there. But we can only cry and cry and cry. He will never come back. It is a living spirit which activates that body. For example, the 747 is landed in Mumbai Chhatrapati Airport. So it will go to the parking space wherever they have given at night, not at the gate. It is now night. They parked, the pilot left. It will lay there forever until a pilot goes and operates. Even for millions of years, if the pilot does not enter into that plane, the plane will be laying there. So what is activating the Jada Shakti, which is the matter, is the Jiva Shakti. It is the soul. The soul is the person makes everything move, everything function and functional. The body itself is always dead, whether living or dead, is always dead. So how the difference is, when soul leaves the body has no person to operate, so it is inactivated. It can be activated when the soul re-enters into the body. Then the hands and legs and eyes and nose will work. So what is that beauty of that body? Is the soul. At home you can see the furnitures are laying, cobwebs are hanging here and there. It will stay there forever unless a conscious being goes and clean up all those mess. So everywhere behind the body is the soul. Whether it's a snake, whether it's a tree is green. So snake is crawling, the spider is moving, and a lion is roaring, elephant is walking and eating. All these things are there because of a little spirit soul resides in the region of the heart. Therefore it is active. Otherwise, there is no reason for mourning for the dead body or living body. Even living body also you shouldn't be bothered about it, because it's, after all, is the body. So what is within that body, that is what we should be concerned about. So that is what Krishna is telling here, or smiling at this person. You are talking about your as if you are a very intelligent person, but you are not, because you are crying for something that has no value at all. Now let us take the modern scholars who more often give big lectures to the millions of people, thousands of people, hundreds of people. So they do not have any idea about this distinction, how it is so different from the spirit, the matter to the spirit. They have no idea. They keep on giving lectures. Some great scholar, while talking, he crashed down and died. That way, every day is happening. But some are advertised, we may come to know. But otherwise, there are millions. Every day is coming and going. especially departing. Therefore, in Mahabharata, that Yaksha asked Yudhishthira Maharaj, you please tell me what is the most amazing thing that we see in this world? He said, every day millions of people die. Those who are alive, they think they are not going to die. Ahanyahani bhudani gachandiha yama mandiram. Every day, so many are going to hellish planet. Gachandiha yama mandiram. Sheshas tavaram ichandi. Those who are staying back here, they think they are not going to die. This is the most amazing thing. So we all mourn on someone's death, but we never think that we are also going to be the next person. So we just foolishly try to become a scholar. All these scholars, very educated. I am from Boston University, California, Berkeley University, this university, that university. In London also there are many, Cambridge, Oxford. We are all coming from there. What do you know about yourself? What do you have studied from there? So this modern education is exactly like a cobra. And this cobra has a jewel on its hood. Because it has a jewel on its hood, does it reduce its venom? No. Still it is hissing and biting. Enviously biting. There is no reason for a snake to bite. He just bites everybody, whoever comes in front. So even though there is a Nagamani, it doesn't reduce the venom. This is what going on. So all these people are already poisonous, and their education has so much increased, like a jewel, their poison never reduces. So material knowledge does not reduce the envy and these 6 things. Kama, Krodha, Moha, Lobha, Matsarya, Matha. No. It's not going to help us to reduce those things. Only increase the puffed up nature. I am from this university. Can't even tolerate a slight misunderstanding from others, thinking that it is a great humiliation, and immediately burst out like an atom bomb. So our education is just superficial, just like a beautiful mango filled up with worms. You eat beautiful mango with pulpy, nectar, juicy mango. When there are even a single worm is there, will you eat? You just throw it away. Not that you remove the worm and eat it. You just throw it away. This is what our modern civilization. Everything is so beautiful. Everything is so beautiful, excellent, but inside is full of worms and germs. It's like a mango or beautiful apple. So the so-called education, without knowing the soul exists in the body, has no value. Therefore, Krishna is smiling and laughing at his so-called education or dialogue he had with the Supreme Lord. He was quoting Dharma Shastra, Nidhi Shastra, this and that, and telling Krishna why I shouldn't be fighting. I don't want to fight. I should not fight. So he was quoting all the Shastra. So similarly, many people come and talk big things to us because we know we have, by Krishna's mercy, we have this knowledge. So we only think to laugh within, but we don't express that to insult to the person because they are so egoistic, they cannot even tolerate a little bit of inferior complexity. They always want to be superior. So, therefore, we don't disturb their ego. But we always give them the knowledge that you are not this body, sir. You are embodied. You are within this body. So that is what Krishna is actually talking here. So we stop here. Thank you very much. And Hare Krishna. And tomorrow onwards, next to 20 verse, Krishna is going to actually speak about how the soul, what is the position of the soul, what is the nature of the soul, what are the characteristics of the soul, everything will be mentioned. So we will get an idea so that at the time of death or any difficult situation, having this knowledge, we will not be perturbed, so much disturbed. Thank you very much and Hare Krishna.